So sometimes I just like to sit down and talk to people. And by people, I mean you guys, because I haven't done it in a while. Most of my communications with you guys have been through reviews and commentating. And by commentating, I mean replying to comments on my own videos. And that's not always fun. I like to actually sit down and just talk to a camera every once in a while. That eventually becomes you people when you see the video. And I haven't done it for a bit, so I feel I was past due. I'm just in one of those moods to talk because I'm kind of alone right now. It's kind of lonely. I went out to see a movie last night. It was pretty cool, and I just feel like talking about it for a bit. So last night I went out to see the first Madoka Magica movie of 3. First of 3. 1 and 2 came out in Japan, I think, late last year, and the 3rd is coming out later this year, some date, sometime. But Cineplex, or the Cineplex in Toronto, had 5 theaters in which they decided to do showings for the film. So I went. It was a sold-out show in the middle of downtown Toronto. We went to the theater at Yonge and Dundas, and I had a lot of fun. Because it was actually the first time I actually went to go and watch anime on the big screen, which was kind of big for me. And I know some people are like, what do you mean you've never seen anime on the big screen before? I know people that have seen Ghibli movies on the big screen before, but that hasn't happened for me. I know some people in Toronto that went to go see the Evangelion rebuild movies when Funimation had them playing in Toronto. I didn't get to go see that. I got to go see Madoka, and that was a lot of fun. I think it was a lot of fun mainly because I haven't seen the show in like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. I haven't seen it since I reviewed it, and that was a while back. So I couldn't remember too much about it. Though when you start watching it, because it's a recap film, you just kind of remember a lot of things. Because a lot of scenes that happened, I remembered, and then aspects of some of the characters' backstories I just completely forgot about. And then I was just like, oh yeah. And you're in a theater full of nerds, which I am very thankful for. Like, I've been to sold out shows before, and it's one of those things where I hate going to sell out shows because it's full of stupid people. There are 2 kinds of people I can't stand at movies. People who don't shut up, and people who play with their phones. Now, of course, you're full of nerds, so there is the noise aspect, but generally I'm able to tone it down, and most people in that theater actually had the self-respect to be quiet when they did it. Or it was at a time in film where something funny happened and people were like, ah, or some character did something and everybody in the room knows ulterior motives of what that person and or thing did, and we're just like, and that was fun. But that was cool, and nobody played with their phone. Like, I think, okay, no. There was one guy, I think he was doing something with a calculator program like 5 rows down from me for like 30 seconds. And that was like the extent of phone bothering throughout the movies. But I've been to movies before where some people just like aren't even watching the film. They're just fiddling on their phone, and it's like so bright into my face. I've had people on either side of me do it before, and I've had to lean over being, turn off your damn phone, please. And that's never fun. But I'm in a room full of nerds and people who actually honestly went to go see this film, and that was cool. And I was very thankful for it. I got a very good seat. I like the seats that I was in. I was there with some people that I knew I was going to enjoy the film with. I met a fan for the first time who somehow knew I was there on Twitter, and that was cool. And we had a blast. And by a blast, I mean we just sat and watched a movie, and that was about it. And that was cool. And when the movie was ended, we went home. And that was a lot of fun, but I don't get a lot of social interaction in my life because I just sit here in front of a computer most of the time, either surfing or editing. And then I go to class, and I just kind of fall asleep in class sometimes or take notes, and it's okay, but there isn't a lot of social interaction there. So it was very nice that I was able to go out and get that social interaction, and we're doing it again. And by we, I mean not the guys that I went with this time, but different people. But I'm still going because Cineplex is doing movie 2 next Wednesday, so we're going to go out, or at least I'm going to go out, and I'm going to go see the second part of it, because you can't just watch one part. You got to go see the second part. So that's happening. It's Wednesday night, so that's the 20th, I think. This upcoming Wednesday. It's at 7:30 at the Cineplex at Yonge and Dundas. It used to be an AMC, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, I hope. So if you want to come and you live in the GTA, or you just live in Toronto and can get to Yonge and Dundas, feel free to join. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk to you, mainly because, again, I'm a social introvert, and just saying, hi, I love your reviews and everything. I'm like, great, so do I. I don't know why I just said that. I don't know what to say in situations like this. I don't know how I'm supposed to handle that. I feel like Krona from Soul Eater. Ew. But no, if you feel like you want to enjoy a film anyway, come out and see it. If you're worried about not seeing the first movie, don't. Just watch the show, or at least watch up to episode 8, because I believe that's where movie 1 ended off, is at the end of episode 8, which is pretty cool considering that the time length of the movie is about 5 or 6 episodes. So considering they got through 8 episodes, that's not that bad, actually. So I'm looking forward to how movie 2 is going to play out. And what I actually hope from this, because it was a sold-out event, that whoever it was that decided or was able to allow this to happen in the first place looks at this and be like, that was a sold-out show. So much so that we had to add a second offering. There was a second showing done at just after 10 o'clock last night, but they didn't open it up until 2 days ago. So I don't know how busy that particular showing was, but they opened up a second one because of the demand. And I'm just like, hello, look at this. And then be like, maybe we should do this more often. There are anime fans in Toronto who will come and see these films. Seriously. There's a bunch of films coming out that you can do. The new Ghibli film, Poppy Hill, that came out in the States, I think, today or yesterday or something. Or it's coming out this week. I'd love to see that, Cineplex. Put it on a screen and I will go. Things like that. So I don't know if it's Cineplex that decided to do this, or maybe it was Aniplex that decided to do it. Either way, someone got permission somewhere and it happened. And I hope that because of the turnout and because it went so well, that someone higher up decides, hey, maybe we should do this more often. And then we get to see things like Poppy Hill. We get to see the rebuild movies that I know they did anyways and will probably continue to do, because Funimation pushes for us up here in Toronto. And I like that. They know that they have fans in Toronto. And I'm very thankful for that, because I get bonuses because of it. And by bonuses, I mean I get the chance to go see movies that I don't actually do because I don't have time. That's not really a bonus that I get, is it? But still, anime movies, please. I'd love to go. I just, need to have them here so I can go see them. And I will. I totally will. But that's just things that are happening here in Toronto. What's it like where you are? Post down in the comments, in the thingamajig, in the whatchamajig below. And tell me, have you ever seen a movie, an anime movie, or an anime in general on the big screen? Where was it? What was it? Inquiring minds, aka mine, would like to know, because that's the kind of thing that's interesting. I know it hasn't happened a lot here in Toronto, because I know of the rebuild movies that happened, and I know the Toronto International Film Festival has done things before, but that's basically it in my area, and that's, as far as I know, basically it in Southern Ontario and most of Canada, really. So I don't know what the States are like. I don't know what other countries are like. I don't know if this has ever happened in Europe, Australia. What's it like? Tell me. I'd love to know. Post it down in the comments. Besides that, I don't know too much else. There may be a review, and by may, I mean I don't know if I'm going to finish it, because I haven't even finished the script yet. There may be a review coming out on Monday. If not, it'll be either later next week or the following Monday. I might push it out all the way. But there will be a video out on Monday, because if it isn't new, it'll just throw up a backlog, which apparently a lot of people have not seen. I have like 40 reviews on my website that nobody's gone and looked at, which... hey, if you don't want to do it and just wait for me to throw it up on YouTube, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. So review number 99 will be out eventually. And following that will be review number 100. Oh my god, I've been doing this 100 times. I can't even express my gratitude for that. I also can't express my gratitude for my peoples on YouTube. I have over 15,000 subscribers. That is amazing. Seriously, I have 15,000 people that clicked on a button saying, yes, I would like to see more of this guy's videos. That blows my mind. I decided that instead of doing a thank you video, I would just thank you guys right here, right now. Thank you so much. Because I'm not very good at this expressing emotions thing, because I'm a social introvert person who doesn't know how to react in situations like this. But I do thank you very, very much, because I started this out as just a guy talking to a camera, and somehow people like that. So instead of doing a proper thank you video, I'm just going to thank you now. And I'm going to instead spend my time and continue to work on reviews instead of work on a big thank you video, because as much as I do want to thank you guys, I think that it would be better if I thanked you by continuing to make the stuff you want to watch, which is reviews. And I'm pretty sure you guys are fine with that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have hit subscribe in the first place. So, 99, 100. I got a few donated shows that are coming up. And I don't know if there's anything else. There's something. I know there was something. What was it? Oh, hi! Angel Beats. Yes, you can stop asking me if I've seen Angel Beats now, because I have. And yes, had I seen the opening to Angel Beats, it would have been on the top 50. Where? I don't know. And I don't know what would have got kicked off. But you can stop mentioning that. Granted, I don't think you will, because that would mean that you watched this video before you watched the top 50, which is probably going to be the other way around, so whatever. So an Angel Beats review will be coming eventually as well. I've seen the show. I like the show. It's good. Go watch it. But I got other things I need to review first. Because I got those two, and then I got my donated reviews, and then I'll get around to Angel Beats. Maybe. Ish. Something. So, thank you guys for watching me thus far. Like, favorite, subscribe if you haven't already for whatever reason and are watching a vlog first. Why are you watching a vlog first? Go watch my reviews. Those are a much better indicator of what my channel is about. Which reminds me, now that I have this new YouTube channel thing, I should get around to making a trailer. But yeah, tell your friends. Continue to watch. And I'm going to end this now because I'm very bad at ending videos that I don't actually script. So I don't know how to do this. Instead of just saying, you know, have a good day, and stay frosty, everyone. Later.